Encryption. TPM. The Trusted Platform Module, TPM, is the absolute cornerstone of modern hardware encryption. While we touched on its role in verifying the boot process earlier, understanding exactly how it handles encryption is a mandatory concept for any hardware technician, especially when diving into the fields of cybersecurity or setting up secure servers. If you rely purely on software to encrypt a hard drive, the password or key to unlock that data has to be stored somewhere in the system memory or on the drive itself. A sophisticated attacker can easily extract that software key. The TPM solves this massive vulnerability by acting as a physical, unhackable vault soldered directly onto the motherboard. The cryptographic vault, keys inside keys. The true power of a TPM chip lies in its hardware-level cryptography. When a TPM is manufactured, it is permanently injected with a unique cryptographic signature known as the endorsement key. This key cannot be changed or removed, and it proves to the rest of the system that the TPM chip is genuine. When you enable encryption on your computer, the TPM generates a master password called the storage root key. This master key never, under any circumstances, leaves the physical TPM chip. Instead, the operating system uses this master key to wrap and protect all the other smaller keys used to encrypt your actual files. If a malicious script or a hacker tries to steal the encryption keys from the system memory, they will only find encrypted gibberish, because the master key required to read them is physically locked inside the TPM hardware. Seamless full disk encryption, BitLocker. For a technician, the most common real-world application of the TPM is full disk encryption, specifically Microsoft's BitLocker. When you encrypt a hard drive with BitLocker, the massive cryptographic key required to unscramble your data is handed over to the TPM for safekeeping. When you press the power button, the TPM wakes up and silently checks the motherboard firmware, the boot order, and the operating system loader. If it detects that nothing has been tampered with, meaning no one has slipped a password-cracking USB drive into the system or altered the boot sequence, the TPM automatically releases the key to the processor, and the computer boots up normally. The user never even realizes the massive mathematical lock that just opened. However, if you take that encrypted hard drive out of the computer and plug it into a different machine to try and steal the data, the new machine's TPM will not have the correct storage root key. The drive will immediately lock down, presenting a blue recovery screen and demanding a 48-digit recovery password. Securing the home lab environment. Understanding how to leverage the TPM is particularly vital when building out a secure home lab or preparing for advanced IT certifications. If you are running local servers, experimenting with penetration testing tools, or hosting open-source AI models, the data on those drives is highly sensitive. By ensuring your host machine utilizes its discrete TPM, or the processor's built-in FTPM, you guarantee that even if a physical break-in occurs, the raw data on your hard drives remains completely inaccessible to the thief. It is the ultimate fail-safe for physical data security.